Hello, in this video you'll learn the history of the Samuel Colt revolver. Like and subscribe. American gunsmith Samuel Colt went down in history as the man who made the revolver a mass-produced and reliable weapon. In 1835, he created his first working revolver prototype, and by 1836, he had received a patent for its design. Colt's designs laid the foundation for the subsequent development of revolver weapons worldwide. There is a well-known legend that the idea for the revolver came to Colt during a sea voyage from Boston to Calcutta. Observing the ship's steering mechanism, he conceived of a cylinder with multiple chambers that could be rotated after each shot. He crafted the first model of his future revolver out of wood right on the ship. This model has survived to this day and is kept in a museum. After his return, Colt founded his own company and began producing the Colt Paterson revolver. Despite its innovative design, the weapon has proven difficult to manufacture and unreliable for harsh conditions. However, revolvers quickly attracted the attention of Texas Rangers and military personnel, who appreciated the ability to fire multiple shots in quick succession without lengthy reloading. In 1847, a more powerful and reliable Colt Walker was created in collaboration with Texas Ranger Samuel Hamilton Walker. This model is considered one of the most powerful revolvers of the 19th century. Its power was so high that some modern experts compare it to certain 20th century pistol cartridges. After Colt's death in 1862, his company continued to grow. It achieved true fame with the Colt single-action army revolver, released in 1873. Nicknamed the Peacemaker, it became the most famous revolver in US history. The weapon featured a 6-shot cylinder and used the .45 Colt cartridge. Its design was characterized by simplicity, robustness, and high reliability, which is why it served in the US Army for decades. The Peacemaker quickly spread not only among the military but also among the inhabitants of the Wild West. It was carried by cowboys, sheriffs, prospectors, hunters, and even outlaws. For many Americans, the revolver became a symbol of freedom and the ability to protect oneself in the dangerous conditions of the frontier. Interesting facts: Samuel Colt became rich during his lifetime and left behind an inheritance of approximately $15 million, hundreds of millions of dollars by today's standards. The expression "God made men different, but Colt made them equal" is often associated with the spread of Colt revolvers, although the gunsmith himself never uttered this phrase. The Colt Walker revolver weighed over 2 kilograms and was considered so heavy that it was usually carried in a saddle holster rather than on the belt. The first models of revolvers had no safety, so owners often left one chamber of the cylinder empty to prevent an accidental discharge. In the first 20 years after its introduction, the US Army purchased over 30,000 Peacemaker revolvers. Colt revolvers became true cinema icons. They can be seen in hundreds of westerns, and were wielded by actors such as Clint Eastwood, Kirk Douglas, and Burt Lancaster. Thanks to its popularity in film, Colt resumed production of the Peacemaker in 1956, decades after it had ceased production. Conclusion: Samuel Colt was not the first person to invent a revolver, but he was the one who transformed the idea into a successful and mass-produced weapon. His designs changed the history of firearms, and the Colt single-action army revolver became one of the most recognizable symbols of the Wild West and American culture. Thanks to its reliability, simplicity, and enormous influence on firearms history, the Peacemaker remains a legend even more than 150 years after its introduction.